Hello, hello YouTube. How are you today? It is Melissa from the Drawer RVA hanging out to do a little bit of a fall live. I'm working on a project today and I thought you might like to join me. This is a simple fall craft. We have the pumpkin wood cutouts, which I actually just did over on Facebook. It comes with all of your instructions. It comes with this transfer, which is called the Hey Pumpkin transfer, and the pieces of wood that you would then use to put your actual transfer down onto, along with the little wood cutouts to hold them upright on your table. You could also attach a stick to the base, and then you would be able to put these into a fall planter. Super cute, really fun little fall idea. So let's do the second one. I'm going to clear this one out of the way, and we are going to work on our second little fall decor. I'm going to move the pieces out of the way, and we're going to open up a package together. If you're new joining me for the first time, say hi, drop in the comments below. If you're back to hang out with me to play with paint on Wednesdays, welcome back, welcome back. All right, so this was the Hey Pumpkin transfer. I still have some little bits of this transfer left over. I'm going to save them for another fall project. I always save my transfer bits for another day. This was the Hey Autumn with the pumpkins and the cutout, and we're going to work on another one. So let's take this and put it down here. All right, what are we going to work on today? This is the Country Pickin' wood cutout from Dixie Belle Paint. This is a transfer plus the wood cutout pieces that you would order. Just so you know, this one is sold out online. Only the other one is left. If you're looking for this, you'll have to check with your Dixie Belle's retailer. I did put a link in the comments below so that you can go shopping and check them all out yourself. So let's see what's inside this transfer. So this is called a mid-size transfer. Oh, I just threw my stick, but that's okay. I have another one here. Inside this transfer, there's going to be a set of instruction sheets, which are really easy to use. I'm going to show you how to actually apply these transfers today. They're not hard at all. You're going to get a little burnishing tool. This is the tool that you use to push this transfer off of the sheet and onto your project. These transfers come in all different sizes, from large to really small, perfect for jewelry boxes, perfect for decor. This one just happens to be a fall decor. You're going to see a lot of really sweet little wood apples, wood crates, a beautiful truck. Let's take this and put them onto our wood pieces. So this kit comes with all of the wood pieces that you see inside, as well as the transfer pieces. And all you need to do is cut them out, put them down onto your piece, and then you can actually glue the bases together and stand them up onto your project. All right, let's see what's inside this wood base, if we can match them up with our transfers. It's a little bit like a puzzle, just a little bit of a puzzle piece. I think the trucks will be a little bit more able to discern than the rest. We've got our little apple. These will be the apple boxes. This is probably that floral bit right here. We've got our truck. I'm not sure what that is. We'll put it aside. And then the rest of the bases for our piece. I think that piece just came out of this, which would probably be the truck window. Let's have a look, see on what matches where. Obviously, you're going to have to do a little bit of figuring it out. That's going to fit pretty good. So let's cut this transfer out and just place it with our board so that we know where it goes. These little extra pumpkins are going to be for another project. Or if you're like me and sometimes you make a boo-boo, you can keep these little tiny pieces extra, and then you're able to cover up any mistakes. There's my handy dandy tip of the day. So this truck would actually sit right on top of that wood board. When you peel off the backing of a transfer, this is actually see-through. So what happens is the image, which is sticky right here, is the only piece that actually goes onto the project. So the sticky piece goes down onto the project, the white disappears because that's just the protective backing paper, and you're left with this cutie little image. So I did the other kit before this live. This is the pumpkin, and I'm going to actually take these and put them on my fall table for Thanksgiving. So that truck goes with that piece. We know that. Let's have a look, see what else there is. Well, I see the watering can bit off of here. Let's cut out that image. So this one will obviously go right here. Again, remembering that this is a clear image. So here where there's no image would be the spot that lines up with the hole. So that piece goes on that one. What do we have left? Let's move along down the line? Well, obviously these little apples and crates from the sunflowers are going to go onto that image. Have you used a transfer before? If you have, drop in the comments below. Let me know if you like them. I especially like sunflower transfers. I don't know, they just look so pretty. And I think it's a really fun way to get excited for fall. So that one's going to go on there. We have two more. We have, I believe this is the apple box. That's what that one looks like to me. Look at that cutie little blue pumpkin. Adorable. So that guy's going to go on there. And what do we have left? Looks like one more apple box. Where's the other apple box then? Oh, it's right here. It's not apples. It's sunflowers. How silly. Let's take that and put that one with that. Right? So that's how that's going to fit. You can see when you peel it off how it's going to line up, and we're going to do them together. That means all of these bits right here are all extra bits from this transfer that we're not going to use for this craft. I'm going to put them aside and save them for another craft or save them for later, okay? Let's put them over here so we're out of the way. Let's start with a small piece of transfer and the small wood block. Now, all of these little pieces do fit together as per the instruction kit. You can see how they fit themselves together. And then what you're going to do is actually attach these little images, these little wood backings, so that they sit straight up on your table. So you're going to end up with this really cute little tablescape right here. But I think that it would be a great idea to attach a stick to these and put them in my mum's out front too. I don't know, they could go both ways. Since I've got two kits, I think maybe I'll do one on the kitchen table and one over in my flower planters on the front porch, because why not? Super cute. Okay, so what is a transfer? If you're new joining me for the first time and you've never applied a transfer before, you might be a little nervous. Don't be nervous. These transfers are very easy to use. These are decor images that come in a package with the only tool that you need to push them down onto your piece, and they're very simple to use, okay? You're going to peel the image off the protective backing paper. This paper right here is white. This paper is now trash. So you're going to take your little image with your little wood decor, okay? You can paint these as well, stain them. If you paint them or stain them, please wait 24 hours before you come in and apply your transfer. You want to make sure that they're very dry. I will tell you, since this is a sticky back, you can hear it, you can see it. If you put this down incorrectly, it will stick. Be very careful how you're going to apply this down onto your project. Make sure that you take a few minutes to line it up correctly, because if you stuck this down or the wind caught it and it wasn't able to be stuck the right way, you're going to be left with it stuck where you're not happy. So now the image is on there. You can see how it's stuck on there, but you're left with this remaining sheet. That's what this little tool is for. You're just going to push it gently around all of the edges. Okay? It's that easy. You can actually even use your fingernail if you'd like. Okay? And then you're going to peel back this image. So when you peel off this paper, this plastic right here, what's going to happen is the image remains on your project, and you are left with this little cutie. Look how cute that is. So now it's on my little wood piece. And of course it has a piece over here, but it would stick inside this little decor item, and then you'd be able to stand it straight up on your table. How cute is that? They have a nice matte feel. If you'd like to seal them, you can seal them with clear coat. You can seal them with a satin clear coat or a matte, or you can even seal them with wax. But since these are just going on these little wood rounds or these little wood pieces, I think that that's super cute, just the way it is. Let's do another. Let's do our little apple box. So we have this little apple box, making sure that my side's not wrong, because if you do it this way, see the leaf? You can kind of see how the leaf needs to be this way. Again, you're going to peel off the backing, and you're going to gently make sure that it fits on top of your wood piece. Please excuse my dogs if they bark. The Amazon truck is outside, which means my dogs are going to be on high alert. Ignore the barking puppies if you happen to hear them. So then you've made sure that your edges are all pushed down. You can use your fingernail. You can also use that enclosed burnishing tool. And you're just going to pull this off of your piece. Look how cute. So cute. 2 down, 2 more to go, and then I'll let you go. I did link this in the description If you'd like to do any shopping, you can always find these at dixiebellepaint.com. So cute. This one's a little bit bigger. This is going to be a little bit dicier. Hang with me. I'm going to have to line it up very carefully. Peeling it off the backing. And gently, don't push it down until it's in the exact right spot. You don't want to make a mistake. Let it go, and I'm going to smooth it with my fingers. Pretty good. That one went well. I might be jinxing myself. We still have the big truck. It could go either way. Strange things happen when you're doing a live video. You never know what could happen. So you're just going to push it. If you feel like you see any little bits of your transfer, like when you actually do it, you can see how it's released. See this lighter color on the plastic versus the darker color, which hasn't released? So if you see a tiny piece, like, oh look, a piece of leaf or something didn't get pushed down all the way, you can place it back down again and re-adhere it. It's very simple, very easy. I use these on my furniture. I use them on jewelry boxes. Look how cute that one is. I actually have a jewelry box sitting right beside me, painted in a beautiful Mason-Dixon gray, and I'll be putting this antique flora transfer on the jewelry box. I do them a lot at Christmas. People love them. They love them. And if you're looking for some inspo, please come along, subscribe, and follow my channel. You're going to find a ton of tutorials. I post pretty much every day. And I guarantee, if you're not seeing exactly what you're looking for, drop me a message or make a comment, and I'll point you in the right direction to the correct video. So this is my last piece. We've got that little cutout up here with this beautiful fall setting, peeling off your backing. Two hands. I like to do the two-hand grab, and very carefully lining this up, because this one is a big one. Did we get it? Is it on? We did it. Again, smoothing with my fingers, and then using the enclosed tool. If you feel like, oh, this is really close edge, like I don't want to use the tool, you can use your fingers. There's no rules in crafting. There's no rules in painting. I often use my fingernails around the edges of things just to make sure that it's really grabbed down. But definitely make sure you burnish those edges so that you know your transfer can be pulled back safely. Go slow. There's no rush. Some of these transfers are so big you can cover the entire front of a dresser. And again, multiple videos here on my page that you can get in and watch. So see this little piece right here? You can just rub this with your fingernail if you felt like, oh, it's too delicate. I want to really get in there. Give it a little burnish with your nail, and then you can just peel it off. That's how simple and easy transfers are. Look at how cute that is. So cute. So cute. Okay, let's have a look at the bases here. The bases are going to be a little bit trickier for me. Oh, wait, we forgot the truck. We can't do the base until we do the big truck. Let's do the big truck together. Last one from the transfer wood cutout kit, the country picking kit. So it's obviously going to fit like this, right? It can only go that way. We can't do it backwards. Let's do the biggest one. If I get quiet, which doesn't happen often, not going to lie, I talk a lot. If I get quiet, it's just because I'm concentrating. Okay, let's straighten out this piece. Again, you really have to get in here and make sure you're going to line it up as close to the edge as possible before you push it down. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Sorry about the reflective light, but it is dark and raining outside today. And if I didn't have a light on, nobody would be able to see what I am doing. Gently burnishing the edges. You shouldn't have to rub too hard either. Don't stress yourself. Don't rub hard. This is a gentle, easy release transfer. You're not going to have a problem. I use them all the time. Just make sure if you're putting it on a painted surface, your paint is nice and dry. I like to recommend 24 hours before applying a transfer on top of a paint or a stain. Last one. Look how cute that is. So cute. So fall. This is adorable. Okay, so we were going to talk about the bases for these pieces. This is where it gets a little bit tricky for me, because there is a way to do this, right? Like, so it says 2 easel pieces slide together for the pumpkins and sunflowers. So 2 easels, that means we need to have a top and a bottom, right? Like this. That's actually not that hard. And then, the watering can has the same thing. The sunflower crate has a small piece. The truck has this piece. So then they join together. So how does this hold this? Do I have to glue it? They slide together for the watering, unless it's like you slide the actual apple piece on top of it. Your guess is as good as mine. I'll figure it out eventually. The instructions are there for people that read instructions, but I seem to be incapable of that. So then we have the little base pieces for the bottom part of the car, the truck, and we're all done. I do love the idea though of putting a stick on these and then putting them in my mom's out front on the front porch. That's a fun idea. But I am thinking ahead for table decor with my fall. So there must be 2, right? Like it's got to go like 2. 1, 2. Look at that. Look at that. I think you have to glue them so that they sit nice and flat. And then this little guy's going to sit on my table. Cute. What a fun day for wintertime crafts. Go check it out. DixieBellePaint.com. Wood cutouts along with the really simple to apply transfers. I did both kits today. I can't decide which I like better, but I really do like the idea of putting a stick on these, maybe even some fun little ribbon, and then putting them in my fall planter. That would be adorable. Have fun, happy painting. I thought that I would pop on and do a little live today. I hope that you had a good time, and I will check in with you later. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will be back again. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.